Yeah, we wanted to go in and we wanted to run the ball better, which I was really happy with. We ran the ball very well, but I was just the same thing I said to the team. Running the ball well doesn't get you points. Doing better longer gets you points. And 0 for 3 in the red zone. I want to say we had 4 drops in the first half, and we had way too many penalties, especially down there. So it's hard to get anything out of your run game when we hurt ourselves like that.
Were those drops, most of those passes, were they on target from what you saw? Was there any?
What I saw, yeah, it looked like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't, none of them are just real easy, but they should be for the guys that be dropping.
Kyle, what were your impressions of Alfred Morris?
I was happy with Alfred from what I saw. It looked like he got some good looks, and it looked like he always got a little bit more than what they blocked for. So he ran hard, and I was pleased with him.
How'd you feel about how Fred Warner played and was inserting him into the starting lineup to prepare for Ruben's suspension?
Well, yeah, we got a battle there for those first 2 weeks. So, Fred got his first playing time at week 2, and he's got a chance to be one of the guys, one of those 2 inside players for week 1. We want to see him with the ones today. I don't know exactly how he did. When I looked up, it seemed like he did decent, but it'll be good to evaluate that tape and see how we plan it out next week to see where we start for week 1.
Did Richard come out of it okay with a pretty heavy workload, and what did you see from him?
Yeah, I think it was success in terms of the amount of plays he got, and that just talking to him on the sideline, he seemed like he felt real healthy and like he got out of it what he wanted to. And the times that I saw, it looked like he was able to make a couple plays also.
It seems like with him on the field, that quarterbacks will want to maybe go away from him and target a Kello, kind of like what they did today. Is that something he's going to have to deal with better?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you gotta. I don't know if that'll be always the case, but you gotta win when guys come after you. So, I saw they got Akello on. They attempted a back shoulder on the 3rd down. One I saw where he got the PI on it. Didn't see all of them, but I know that one in particular. But yeah, if that's the case, if they end up avoiding Sherm, then he's gonna have more opportunities for interceptions.
Kyle, for running backs around 30 like Alfred, it can go quickly. Was there any, question in your mind entering today? Like, does he still have it, and did he answer that to some extent?
Yeah, I think he's answered that in practice too. It's I try not to always look at people's ages, because like I always say, there's not absolutes and stuff. And Alpha on his tape at Dallas, studying him, I feel like he's always looked like the same guy. And he has in the 2 weeks of practice that we got him. I thought his legs were a little bit more under him this week than the first week in Houston, for obvious reasons, since he hadn't practiced at all. But he looks like the same guy and has some success today.
Have you determined what you're going to do with Joe Williams?
No, we haven't. We'll see how his injury is this week. Hopefully, he can heal enough to where he can get some playing time in this game versus San Diego. But if not, then we'll have to evaluate after that and see how long it'll be.
Any ideas to the significance of Jimmy Ward's quad injury?
No, I'm not sure. Yeah.
It seemed like the offensive line got a little bit more space for the running backs today. Can you talk about their performance?
Yeah, I was real pleased with them. I was a little disappointed just as a whole, not with them in particular, but as a whole with our run game the first 2 weeks, and we really tried to emphasize that in practice. I thought we had 3 good days of practice in the run game, and was really expecting it to be good going into this game, and it was nice to see that.
When Cooper got in, he was on the left side. Does that mean he's kind of out of the picture? Is it Person and Garnett for the right guard spot?
It has been. I'll watch the tape here. Cooper he got a little bit later start with truly feeling healthy. He got in there around the same time Garnett did, but he's just been a little slower coming back from his knee injury over the summer. So we'll watch that tape, see how he did on the left side, and if he did well and shows that he's continuing to improve, then he'll have a chance to be in the mix next week.
When did you decide that you wanted the offense to get 1 extra series in the second half?
Well, I really decided when when the defense started on the field first. If our offense would have started, then I wouldn't. But the defense went out there, so I wanted the offense to get 1 extra possession, and then just the way it ended with us not scoring, with us not getting the ball to start the game, I thought it'd be good for work for us to practice coming out in the 3rd quarter.
You guys deferred, so you could have.
I could have, and then I probably would have done the same thing with the defense. So that was, I wanted to, whoever it was, I wanted them just to get used to coming out at halftime.
Right.
But I wasn't for sure going to do that, because if they got 40 plays in the first half, I would have stopped it.
This is the first time your whole starting defensive line unit got in there together too. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, from what I saw in the first half, it looked, I thought our defense played pretty well. We gave up, I thought, a few too many big plays, which I thought led to points. But it looked from what I saw that I thought we were getting after the quarterback better, affecting him. I know we didn't do that throughout the whole game, but from what I saw live, I thought it was a step in the right direction.
And did Eric Runton say anything about how he felt after?
No, I didn't get to talk to him, but he looked good out there, and I know he wanted to play longer, but we took him out towards the end of the third.
What are the coaching points on what happened in the red zone today?
And which one?
Just overall in the red zone, what do you think of what happened inside the 20?
I mean, you have to go into each single play, but I know we didn't score a touchdown, so we were 0 for 3, so that's not what we want. I know we had a number of drops down there, and I know when you have drops and penalties, it's very hard to overcome. I think we have both of those down there.
With Ruben's concussion, he probably doesn't have time to get medically cleared for the next game, so it's safe to say not until week 3 we see him again.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then I can guarantee that. But I don't know the severity of it yet. I know he stayed in the locker room. I don't think he came back out, but they just told me he was done, so I don't know the severity yet.
Kyle, is the number 1 and 2 quarterback set? I mean, is there any chance for Nick to push CJ, or is you're really happy with those first 2?
No, we're real happy with the first 2, and I'm not going to keep making it suspenseful. I mean, those are going to be our 2 quarterbacks unless something drastic happens. But we got a lot of confidence in Nick also, and hopefully CJ will get a little bit more healthy this week. He'll get more playing time in this 4th game versus San Diego, and hopefully Nick will too, and hopefully it'll work out where we give Jack a chance also.